Welcome back to another NaytonTech vlog. This is going to be vlog number 19. Today we're actually not going to be going over any of the NaytonTech products. We're actually going to be doing some work on my project car, my Civic sedan. Well, it's actually, project car, but it's also my daily driver. So I bought this car for my cousin almost a year ago, last December. He had seized up the water pump, didn't have money to fix it, had moved on to another car, and I picked it up from him for $100. So it needs some work. It's needed some cleaning. He used it as a work vehicle to go back and forth. So it's been dusty inside. I had to pressure wash the carpet. Just get all of that construction stuff out of it. I've actually got a set of 90 DC GSR seats that I'm going to be custom welding and mounting into that, welding in some new brackets and stuff for it. I don't like doing the seat pan swap. I usually just cut the feet off of the rails and re-weld them where I want them. That's usually how I do it anyway. So anyway, I'm going to be putting those in. That's not going to be on this video. I've got something a little more pressing that I have to do on mine. Since I've owned it, it's had a small radiator leak. I think it's where the plastic on the bottom of the factory radiator where it's kind of clamped on. It's always just had a little bit of a leak. And over the last 6 months or so, since I filled it up with coolant and whatnot, the 50-50 mix, gradually that's seeped out and I've been just filling it with straight water. Well, now that it's getting down below freezing here, we've been getting down to like the 20s and stuff, I'm a little scared to have it crack or whatnot. So I've been wanting to upgrade it. So it's a 91. It's going to go over some plans with you guys so you kind of have an idea of where I'm going and why I'm doing some of this stuff. It's a 91 Civic Sedan LX. I have so far done an auto to manual conversion on it because it wasn't automatic. I have done the multi-point conversion on it as well as an OBD1 conversion. So I'm fully tuned on Chrome with I think it's a P06 ECU. I don't need VTEC. Got the full injection swap on it, multi-point injection. It actually has a ZC cam in it and the auto to manual conversion. Future plans, I'm planning to get the AC fixed. It does have AC, but the pump, last I messed with it for my cousin, the pump seized on us, so I might see if I can break it loose, but since it probably hasn't been turned since 2013, I'm probably guessing I'm going to need a new pump, but I still think it has the original Freon in there, so we might be able to kind of, the shop I take it to, I'm hoping they can siphon some of that stuff out and put it back in, because I want the original R12 stuff. That stuff frees you out of the car. It's awesome. So I want to keep the AC, but I also want to turbo it. So to kind of prepare for some of that stuff, I've been working on some different ideas. Turboing an EF and keeping the AC takes a little bit of planning. So one of the things I'm going to do, and I just picked this up, if you guys recognize this brand, I picked up a full width dual core Mishimoto radiator. I got this actually Andy Overby, I think that's how you pronounce his name. I hope I didn't butcher your last name. I think he's over in like North Carolina area, East Coast. We're talking about some other part stuff, and I'm like, yeah, I just picked up a radiator. I was hoping for a dual core. Anyway, he offered this to me. I had to cancel my Amazon order because I was just going to get an OEM replacement. And anyway, he hooked me up with this for a good price. I got him a couple cup holders that he was looking for, so we made a good deal. And so this is actually what's going to be going in my sedan. It's actually the first aftermarket radiator I've ever owned, so this is going to be fun. And to make room for the turbo, I'm going to be doing a fan relocation. I've always wanted to do this because I think the fans just take up too much space, and there's a whole bunch of space on the front of the AC condenser that's just not being used. So I picked up, and actually from Andy as well, information. I was trying to figure out what sizes to run, and on the driver's side, I'm going to be running, I think this is a 7-inch or an 8-inch. I'll confirm. I believe it was a 7-inch, but it actually measures out to almost 8 on the outside, or 8 1/4 or something like that. Fan. These are, you can swap directions on them, so I'm going to make these push fans, and I'm going to mount them on the front of the AC condenser. So these will actually be nice because I can actually pull the radiator out without having to mess with the fans. Now if I have to pull the AC condenser out, it's a different story, but we rarely ever have to do that. So these will actually be strapped to the AC condenser, and then and he's actually got this done on his, so I was able to get some first-hand experience. And he runs a 12-inch, will fit on the passenger side, which is where your main radiator fan is anyway. So I picked these up off of Amazon. Just, I think I paid about 25, 30 bucks a piece for them. If these end up not working, I'll probably end up, upgrading them to like it's a smaller SPAL brand later on if I end up having issues with these. But this is just to kind of get me going, get that old radiator out, and start making room for the turbo. I think with the dual core in there, full width, I don't think I'm going to really have much cooling issues, especially since I'm only going to be running about 10 pounds of boost. I don't think my car is going to be getting too terribly hot, even if I'm climbing a nice long grade. It's just kind of safety in mind, and I also wanted to run a nicer full aluminum radiator because it looks good. The other thing I'll be doing while I've got that out, because I'll have the room, is throwing this guy. I do not have a brand on this. I could not find a brand on it. Some guy asked me if it was a certain brand because he's seen that they actually make some decent power, so I'm hoping it's a 4-to-1. I've never actually measured this. I'm guessing it's at least a good 2-inch downpipe here. But so this will be going on my sedan as well. I'm actually having a really weird issue with it. Something that's been bugging me for months, and it actually got worse when I did the multi-point conversion. If I try to rev it up, it won't rev. It will, but it struggles. So I hit about 5,500 RPM, and it just falls on its face. I've played with the tune. I've added timing, taking timing away, added fuel, taken fuel away. Nothing has made a bit of difference. Like it's just like it hits a wall. I've tried different, the spark plugs are new. I've made sure the timing's on. It drives perfect every other RPM, but as soon as I give it like over 60%, 50-60% throttle, above the 5,000 mark range, it just falls on its face. So my thinking is that it's an air restriction somewhere. So far, I've done a new intake manifold because it's got the multi-point, and it got worse when I did that. So more air in, I'm thinking kind of an exhaust restriction. So I've replaced the cat, and I've redone all of the exhaust behind the cat to 2-inch. One of my buddies had a CRX aftermarket exhaust. It was a custom one, but it was on a CRX. So we extended it and made it fit my sedan. No difference, no change, at all. I was hoping it was a cat, just like a clogged cat, but no difference there. It does running a aftermarket intake with filter. So the only thing that's left is the header and the head itself. I'm hoping it's the header that's just, when my cousin had it, I rebuilt the motor for my cousin back in like 2013, 2014, and it was burning quite a bit of oil, so I'm hoping that it just gunked up that header so bad that now it's just not having a good flow, the exhaust flow. So I'm hoping throwing this header in here. I just picked it up from my brother. I'm going to do it while I've got half that front end tore apart anyway, and hopefully it will open up that top end and all that issue will be gone. So between getting that fixed and my coolant fixed, will be golden. So anyway, we're going to go ahead, and this is kind of the initial part of the vlog. I'm actually going to swap over. We're going to start doing a little bit of talking and tearing apart the car and stuff. I'm going to do a little bit of an install on the video. I might break this up into 2 parts so it's not a super long video. I'm about 10 minutes in already. So actually, I'm going to go ahead and end this video. If you guys have any questions about what I'm doing or suggestions, maybe, post them below. Make sure you hit that like button, because I'm trying to put out more content that a little bit of variation stuff for you guys. So it's not just the same old, working on this project and I'm working on this product. I'm also, working on a project car, and I do some tech stuff and some gaming stuff and stuff on the side. We're guys, we like all that kind of crap. So that's the plans for the car. I haven't decided if I'm going to do if I'm going to keep the power steering or not. If I come across a good rack, I might swap to a non-power steering. It doesn't really bother me either way. A couple hoses I don't have to see in the engine bay, and I think mine kind of makes my pump makes a whine when it's cold, so it's kind of more of an annoyance than anything. And it does have a small leak, so it's like if I replace it, I might as well go with a non-power steering rack anyway. While I'm in there, I'm going to be doing I've got some bushings to replace under the car while I've got it jacked up. One of my, the driver's side sway bar bushing is toast. It actually is swollen so bad from the power steering leak that's been going on for years that it's swollen and actually pushed itself out. So now if I hit a bump, drawing a complete blank all of a sudden, the sway bar actually will knock inside of the little mount hook, or the little hoop that it has that holds it on. It'll actually knock inside there, makes a nasty noise. So luckily it's just been doing it for the last couple days since the last time I put it back in, but I do have the aftermarket energy suspension bushings that I'm going to be mounting on it now that I've got them in since the last time that I tore it apart and fixed it. So I'll probably be doing those at the same time. We'll be going into that as well. So stay tuned for the next vlog. That's probably going to be the next vlog. It's going to be maybe some teardown, show you some of the stuff we're going to be doing with the turbo and whatnot, or at least my plans. I'm probably going to be looking for some advice or help with I don't think I'm going to be able to find the turbo manifold that I want. I'm probably not going to be able to find. There's one on eBay or Amazon that I was looking at, but I don't think it's going to fit the way I want with the AC pump. So I'm probably going to end up making some type of custom log manifold. So anyway, if any of you guys are really good welders out there and can possibly help me with that, post below. Maybe we can work something out. Some advertisement and cup holders and something like that if you need. Probably going to want it out as like some stainless. It doesn't have to be super fancy. This isn't a show car. This is a daily. I want it more reliable than I do, show quality kind of stuff. I still want it to look good, but I'm not going to spend extra money to be like perfect welds and crap like that. But let's see. Yeah, we're going to go ahead and cut it there. We're about 13 minutes now, and we'll see you on the next episode when we tear into the car.